He's right.
What happened?
We're getting ready for that camp out this weekend.
We are headed up the road on our way to Hurricane so that the bird can pick up Sentimental. So Bird, why are you so excited today?
Because I get my truck back.
He's flying with Happy. Are you
Oh,
flying
yes,
high?
I am.
Woo!
Oh, yes.
So we're gonna pick up Sentimental. We've got with us Brent.
Morning.
And Austin.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh, we're looking forward to it. Here we go.
Looky there.
There she is, Bird.
All right, Bird. There you are. Make nice with your horse.
Oh, so nice to see you again. Been missing my horse.
There's no one that does a better job than Lee. That guy is a master mechanic, and especially when it comes to diesels. He works his magic, and if you're willing to pay some money to get some upgrades, he can turn your diesel into something ridiculous.
It is working.
So Austin, I think little Blackie is now surrendered to you and Brent for the duration of this trip. May she treat you well.
We'll treat her nicely, I promise.
Well, you certainly will treat her better than the bird does.
I had that thought.
Hey,
I was thinking green chili, bro. Does that sound okay to you?
Man, that sounds delicious.
Do you like them warm or cold?
Oh, warm is the only way.
Then walk this way. Hold on. This is where we look for warm ones. The cold ones I can get out of the ice chest. Anybody can do that. I like mine warm. Do you have any reasons to that?
I love it.
Good. I'm looking forward to 11 and 2. I'm hungry. Can you reach that for me? I'm a short kid. Oh, yes. Yes. Hey, you guys want a warm one?
oh man.
Grabbing burritos, you interested? Austin made some delicious green chili burritos before we left.
Hot.
Oh, you got a hot
Perfect. Want one, bird? He can't reach up. Can you reach up?
That is hot. Oh, perfect. Should have warmed one
There
up
we
for
go.
me.
Well, you know,
What do you want?
when you eat at the back of the truck, they call that a tailgate party.
Oh,
When you open the hood and eat, what do you call that?
I think I just
Hold
call it
on,
delicious.
All I want to know is up here it's warm. Back there they're cold.
What do you mean?
Got stuff for you.
How are you?
Great. Try this that Bird has. Austin made those.
Right out of the oven.
Oh.
See
like
where we
it.
put them?
Good. I haven't had any lunch yet.
I gotta ask you a question. Something happened to my truck here. What's this all about?
Yeah, this when I was working on it, somehow this got stuck onto the back
Oh,
window.
it just showed up on there.
Yeah,
This I
yeah.
know.
I
How'd
don't know.
that happen?
I got done fixing it, and it ran so good. This just appeared. On
Just
the
appeared on there automatically.
Yeah.
Well,
It said, "I'm so happy that Lee fixed me." It just popped right up.
okay, just remember, one good deed deserves another.
Ah.
You now have an official Goat Bros t-shirt.
Oh, I love it.
It's got our logo on the back, and then it's got the goat on the front of it.
Oh,
So
I
see?
love it. That's fantastic.
You can
Yeah,
be a
thank
goat
you.
bro
You
too.
can be a Goat Bro too. Ha!
I love it. Thank you. I like that emblem too.
Yeah. Then look at that frog. He's got the pitchfork. He's going to get you for sure. But, you know. But that's what it feels like. He's always prodding me.
Oh.
That is so real.
Well, you got to get things done.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got things to do. But anyway, do you have a minute to show us a couple things?
Yeah.
Is there if we check it out?
Yeah, let's go look at it.
Let's go take a look at it.
Another 57. The other one we looked at was the blue one.
Yeah,
I remember,
this is
right?
the black one.
So
you
this
actually
is this
mentioned,
this
huh?
is the same owner. Just
Wow.
his
This
other
guy
one.
got some nice cars.
So yeah, so his is in awesome shape, and this one has an LS1 in it with a 460 in it. And
I like the
really
red.
pretty
I
interior.
like the red
it
and
turned out
black.
nice.
That is really, really sharp.
He originally came in because it wouldn't start. We found
Love
the
that.
starter relay and everything came all disconnected, and we got that figured out for him. And he's having some wiper arm problems. His nut came loose on the outside of the wiper arm, so it let the whole piece twist inside. So I've got to take it all apart and
Yeah, get
reclock
that out
all
of
his
there.
arms and
Wow.
everything. But this one actually has a hood.
Inside release.
Yeah, it has an
Okay,
inside
yeah, there you
release in
go.
there, so we'll pop it
Upgrade.
open and-
There you go.
Yeah, no, this is actually the one he takes on all his road trips.
Look at
He
this
says
thing.
it does great. He said I get 18 miles to the gallon on the freeway, and I cruise down.
Yeah, I bet he does.
So he loves it. He enjoys it.
I bet he does. Wow.
Yeah, I can.
That was a nice fit, though.
It is. It fits
Yeah, it
nicely.
really
On
is
the
a nice
LS1
fit.
engine there.
Yeah, I'll even fire it up.
Headers on it, and such. Look at that. Wow.
What do you think, Bird?
I'm gonna have to have one.
That really is great. So this thing is a daily driver.
Yeah. I do like what they did. Exhaust like that. Look at that. That looks really nice the way they've done that. That is really nice. He's got the squared exhaust, the
Yeah.
flat.
It looks. It doesn't stick out as much. I kind
No, I like that. I won't say.
Pretty cool, right? So I'll get all his wiper arms and everything fixed. And,
Get them taken care of.
yeah.
Hey, there you go. That
Sounds great.
That's what I like to hear. There we
Actually,
go.
that sounds better than it ever sounded.
Oh, it does.
Yes. Turned out really nice. Runs great. Turned out good. Then you can have
There
your
we go.
workhorse back.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. We got some chores for it right off the bat. You just keep looking on Goat Bros. You'll see it go to work.
Oh, good. I'll see.
Well, Lee, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's great.
Yeah, of
Thank you
course.
for resurrecting Sentimental.
Yes.
Oh, yes. That's what we do.
Definitely worth the trip to bring it up to you.
Bird, how's old Sentimental doing?
You know, this horse is just running so good. I'm very, very pleased.
So what's going on back at the shop?
Kris said that he would help us out a little bit. So he's working on getting the engine pulled and the transmission.
Working on the Suburban over here. We've got the drive line out of it, made a bit of a mess on the floor, and got the engine harness off. See this all mess on the top here, and we got the tranny lines disconnected and the power steering lines, and I think the rest of the harness on this side. And we got the chain hoist hooked up, and we are gonna try to lift this thing out. Okay, let's see. All right, what do we got? Exhaust need to come down a little bit.
Just needs to be pried out.
It's like the
These right here are caught.
tranny mounts disconnected here. Engine mounts off. Let's disconnect the exhaust a little bit on both sides. I think that's holding it down. And let's lift it up. Oh, I think that was it. All right. All right, well, we got it. It's off. 8100 480E. We'll roll the frame out and start measuring. Because over here, again, back to this, what we're doing is we're gonna put this, I think it's a Ford F-250, I think it's 2012, Dana 60 front axle. We're gonna graft this frame and put this onto that Suburban frame over there. It's gonna take a lot of measurements, but we can do it. Be a lot of fun. It'll be a nice project. When it gets done, it'll look really good.
Now this week is a busy week for us. We also have to get ready for the campout coming up this weekend. And as we showed you in the last video, our plan is to take that 35 Ford with the 58 Airstream and take it camping in the pine trees. Well, there's some work that has to be done before we can even consider that.
We're getting ready for that camp out this weekend, and in order for us to be able to pull the trailer with the goat, the trailer needs brakes and the goat needs a controller. So let me show you what I'm thinking. Over here is this GMC, and it does have a brake controller in it. So my idea is that I'm going to come in here and rob this brake controller right here I'm gonna rob that brake controller and put it in the goat. And I think we'll take the mount also. We've got the control box here, and we can go and put it in the goat. We've pulled this brake controller out of that GMC over there, and I'm thinking we can mount it right here. There's a good flange under here that we can screw on. Here's the mount. Look at that. If we get that put in there, I have a couple of perfectly good used self-tapping screws here, and we'll see if they're good for another round. If that works, we'll have it mounted and be ready to go. On this controller, see the wires, we've got the battery here. This is the brake. This is the ground. The white's the ground. And this one here goes to the brake lights. So for now, we're just gonna let them run wild, and we'll connect them up after we get the controller mounted. Okay, that controller is there, and next step is to go ahead and run the wires and get the trailer ready. In order to pull that Airstream with this goat, we need to be able to see back to the Airstream and past. So what we need are some excellent side view mirrors. And I have an idea. Look here, right here. Look at this old truck. How about these mirrors right here? Do you think that'll work? Now we need to replace the mirror on the end probably, but it's got this telescope here, and I think it would reach out far enough that if we put that on the goat, we'd be able to see. And also the neat thing is those are period correct. So the goat will look cute with that. We'll take them off and see how it works. All right, I've given this bolt and nut a little WD-40, and let's see if we can walk it off. They've been there a lot of years. I don't know what's gonna happen. Hey, look at that. They might just get it. All right, I'll get a hammer and we'll persuade that off. And that'll do it. All right, we've had success on the driver's side. The mirror came off all right. Our plan is to see if we can buy a brand new mirror for the end, but the fixture, the mount, is what we need. It's got a little rust on it, but I think it'll work. We'll go around to the other side and see if we can get that one off as easily. All right. This side required a little more persuasion, but I think we've got it now. There we go. So we've got the mirrors from both sides. This side's a little more destroyed, but anyway, we're gonna replace the mirrors, so that doesn't matter. We need to find out if this telescope still works so that we can move the mirror farther out or in, retract it depending on where we need to position it. All right, we're just taking the mirror off the end now. It's a 7/16, definitely old and rusty. Most importantly, we have these two supports that we can put on either side of the goat and put the mirrors on the end. We should be able to see, we'll be in business. We're gonna tie onto the Airstream and move it over to the shop so that we can get to work on the brakes. We made it back from Hurricane with Clay's new Sentimental truck. It's running great and he's happy. You're happy, right?
I'm very happy. It runs great. We need to thank Lee for taking care of that for us. Greatly appreciated. That thing runs better now than it ever has, so thank you. Thank you very much.
So now we're in crunch time. This Friday is the camp out, and we've got to get the goat ready. Remember, it needs trailer brakes, it needs a mirror, and it needs lights, okay? And then we've got to get the Airstream ready.
Itself,
the Airstream needs brakes. And that's what we have out on the table. We've got the electric brakes.
New brakes,
New
drums for it.
drums.
Yep.
And talking about the goat, we were thinking this. And probably mount something like this and this.
That's what you took off that old 49 Ford over there, right?
Yes, this came off the 49 Ford, so all right, it's about 10 years newer, but it's still very old, and as you can see, it's certainly long enough. If we put this here, we're going to be able to see past that trailer behind us, and so we'll get one on each side.
There you go.
Next thing is we've got to get the 7-pin going. Yeah. Clay, where are you wanting to put this?
I think we're going to end up putting it back in the bumper. Okay. That's there.
We'll cut a hole in the bumper and put it right in here. That makes the most sense.
And we'll go ahead and run the wires back to it there. There you go.
So we're on second shift, and we won't get all this done tonight.
We'll get it started.
We'll get it started, and whatever isn't done tonight, we'll get done in the next couple days because we won't miss the camp out.
We're going to use that.
Austin,
Sir?
he's an angry bird. I thought we got past that.
No.
I think you watched the movie last night.
Something set him off. Hey, nice shirt, bird.
Yeah, you like it, huh?
Shazam! Make sure you get the one that says R on it.
See that R? This one goes right there. All right.
All right, the backing plate is on.
There we go.
Easy peasy.
Yep.
Time for a new drum. Now I know these drums look rusty and old, but it isn't true. They're brand new, but they got weathered.
Those things are pretty rare. We had those. They were given to me by an old mechanic back in the 70s. Back in 78, he gave me those, and he says, "Here, you'd like this." I was just young and starting off in the mechanic world.
Back when you was knee-high to a grasshopper.
Something like that. Yep.
And did he say, "Grasshopper, I have a pair of pliers for you"? Now the grasshopper has become the master.
Well, we got the hub stuff together on this side. We got to run the electrical still for it, and we got to do the other side still. But we're getting closer on the Airstream project, and I will get back on this one. We'll get it going, but we can get this taken care of.
Fantastic. Bird, what happened here?
Well, in our absence, you noticed something else.
Yeah, thieves.
Thieves is right.
What happened?
Well, what happened was Kris found a buyer for this front axle, and he sold it. So it got pulled out in our absence.
No,
so,
let me tell the true story.
There's more.
What happened? You remember 2 weeks ago when we were out on that Bronco ride up to the reservoir, on the way back that steering link is dropped off. Now Bird, he took personal offense to that and got rid of that whole differential.
That's it. We had to get rid of it.
It's no good. He's going to get one that has more respect for its operator.
Well,
that's the true story. So in the Bird's world, nothing is good until it is the biggest, the baddest, and the best. It doesn't matter whether it's necessary. It doesn't matter whether it's useful. It just has to be the biggest and the strongest and the best. And what about the engine? Is that big enough?
Well, that's another change of the future. It's got a 351 in it right now. It's a 351 Windsor.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
No, nothing. It works great. Except we have a Cleveland for it. So we have actually a 408 Cleveland that we're going into it next.
Okay, as I said, nothing's ever big enough for the Bird.
Upcoming project.
Don't let them touch your truck. It'll end up like that Suburban.
Well, okay.